News Storm Team.
Welcome back to KX News at 6. I'm meteorologist Michael Gonzalez, filled in for Chief Meteorologist Kenny Miller this evening, and we're taking a look at very August-like conditions across much of the state, sitting there in the low to mid 80s with some partly cloudy skies, although thunderstorms have already begun to pop up really quickly. Let's take a look at your weekend fire weather forecast.
Here's your weekend fire forecast, sponsored by ServPro.
And given the wet forecast that we are expecting as we get into Saturday and Sunday, the fire danger index is very low across the board. It would take quite a bit of effort to get a pretty large fire going, I would think, with the amount of rain that we're expecting. Of course, be safe as always. Right now, we're looking at temperatures generally in the mid 80s to upper 80s, even a few 90-degree readings we saw pop up just a little while ago. So feeling pretty hot and muggy out there, not very much like mid-September like we would expect. And of course, with these kinds of conditions, we are getting thunderstorms that are popping up across the region. Quite a cluster has developed with 3 severe thunderstorm warnings. They're off to the south. We've been also watching some weaker storms up towards the Plentywood area, but let's take a closer look at these storms down here to the south. This severe thunderstorm warning here near Solon is for hail up to the size of $half. It's about 1.5 inches in diameter, and these 2 warnings are fairly recent. They're in western Corson County, South Dakota, and in Grant County, just southeast of Carson. So be keeping a close eye on these if you are anywhere in south central North Dakota. They are currently moving very slowly, and they are torrential rainmakers. So there could be some major ponding on roadways. So be very careful if you're going to be doing any traveling, although traveling would really not be recommended across much of south central North Dakota right now. We will be keeping a close eye on these storms as we push through the next couple of hours. This one near Solon has been lingering for about the past 30 minutes, and it continues to dump a ton of rainfall there along Highway 24 between Highway 1806 and Highway 6. So please be aware of these if you are to the south of Bismarck. Across the rest of the region, we are still in that level 2 out of 5 slight risk for much of southwestern North Dakota, with a level 1 out of 5 marginal risk for basically the remainder of the area. And we'll continue to be watching those threats of golf ball sized hail and 65-mile-per-hour winds. Again, we're already starting to see some of those hail and wind threats with some of these storms, and the threat will continue through much of the evening as we push into the overnight hours as well. We'll start precision cast here at about 12 a.m. Central, 11 p.m. Mountain. This depicts storms continuing to push in from the southwest, and they will continue to move off towards the US 83 corridor by the time we get to about Saturday morning. This is the secondary wave of the storms, not even the ones that we're dealing with right now. They'll continue to be big rainmakers across much of the area, and these are expected to linger through much of Saturday. They won't be quite as strong as we've been seeing today, but expect continued off and on periods of rain showers as we get through your Saturday and into Saturday evening. Sunday could be a bit of a repeat, although we will see as we get closer. Temperature-wise, we'll be topping out right around the 70 to 75 degree mark. If it continues to rain very heavy, we might not even get above 70 degrees, but looks overall like a pretty wet Saturday. And some of the rain amounts we could be looking at, this is one computer model estimate showing anywhere between about 1/2 to 1.5 inches, depending on where you are across the state. And another computer model estimate suggests a little bit higher with localized pockets in the 2.5 to 3 inch range, depending on where some of those heavier downpours set up. So not guaranteed that much of us will get above 2 inches, but it could be a pretty wet couple of days depending on where you are. Williston's next 5 days reflects this. Saturday and Sunday there, the 60 to 70% chance of rain, tapering off by Monday morning, and then temperatures lowering there into the mid-70s, pretty seasonable for mid-September. And Dickinson, very similar with those rain showers off and on continuing through Saturday and Sunday, tapering off by Monday morning, then clear skies as we get to the middle of the week. Then a cold front rolls through, bringing those temperatures down into the lower 70s. And Minot's next 7 days continue to watch the rain for the next couple days. Then temperatures will come on down into the mid-70s, nothing like what we've been dealing with today with all that heat and humidity in Bismarck. Very similar, expect a rainy weekend, then showers taper Monday morning, and then seasonal temperatures as we get into the middle of next week. Kiara?
A very quick change in turnaround, but I guess that's typical North Dakota.
I would say so, yeah. Those temperatures cooling off, I think will feel pretty nice compared to what we've been dealing with at least the last couple of days.
Yeah, I suppose, but we got to soak it up while we can. Thank you so much, Michael.